This is Sisters Ashley and Angela.
And this is Sister Rooy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sister Rooy. Today's episode, we are so pumped for a special guest. We have with us Becky from Safety First PD Aquatics, and we have a fun episode that we know is going to be super insightful, I think, for everybody. So with that, we will hand it over to you, Becky, and just introduce yourself. Say hi to everyone.
Hi, I'm Becky, and I am the founder of Safety First PD Aquatics, and I am a pediatric swim instructor and a mom.
A mom of how many?
There's a lot. There's 5. 2 are my stepdaughters, and then I have my oldest daughter and 2 sons.
Okay, and what are the age ranges?
So one is, I think she's 22. And she has a little boy. And we have a 15-year-old, Addison. And then we have Ariana, who's 10, Cash, who's 5, and Atlas, who is 13 months.
Awesome.
Nice. So all age ranges.
I don't think I actually knew that you had a 22-year-old stepdaughter.
With a baby, I'm technically
I know you're like a step-grandma.
I said, don't call me a grandma.
You're the cool grandma.
Yeah, no, we won't. But I did not know that. That's awesome.
I know, that is. I only knew, and because of this new program that you are launching, or have launched, I really knew about your younger children that are in the videos, which is super fun. But
man.
we'll leave it at that. And what do we want to go into? How we know each other?
Sure.
I'll let you kick that off.
So how I found you was actually from
a friend
whose husband was like on the city board council, and he had just approved or had like been part of the approval of your first building or of the warehouse of where you
really?
were.
Okay.
And so I was friends with her, and she told me about you, and I ended up looking into you for ACE.
Because she also was making comments to you, though, about have you considered swim?
Yes,
because of
she
her
she
experience.
had a friend who did lose. She had a friend who lost a daughter or son, a child, to drowning.
Okay.
And then when I started fostering, I had to take. It's coming back to me.
It's all coming back.
Yes. So for the foster care, if you have a pool or if you're adjacent to water, which in the back of my house, I don't have a pool, but I have a pond. Even though I have a fence, we still had to take a course. And it's just something I never really thought about as being a mom. And so then when I had ACE, I looked into it, especially because we were going to Costa Rica. You weren't available yet because I was put on a wait list at first. Okay. And we went to Costa Rica first, put him in a floaty, which you stayed on too. But hey, he looks really cute in this little springs pool we had at our hotel.
It is super cute. I've seen the photos.
Yeah, and he loved it there. And then he was 10 months old when I brought him to you.
Okay.
And then every time I took him swimming and they saw him swimming, I got comments all the time about him not being in floaties. And I don't know if you would have seen him swim or you guys were down here and we went swimming, but I can't remember if I just told you I really loved the program. And when you moved down here, I inevitably told you need to do it.
Yeah.
Because you have a pool.
I know. Yeah. Well, and when I would have started even thinking about swim, it would have been after moving to Florida, because I lived in Alabama. With Emma, we moved to Florida when she was 3 months. So I was still in new mom mode, not thinking about swimming at all. We didn't own a pool. We weren't close to water in Alabama. But when we got to Florida, our house has a pool, and right next to our house is a pond. So it was like, I want to make sure I'm super smart about my children, and I don't want to have some type of anxiety. I already was nervous about, I've never owned a pool. Luckily, it had a safety gate, a child safety gate for the pool already. Yeah. But I know because we had seen Ace doing so well, and Ashley and her husband were always talking about how important it was probably more top of mind as a result because of their success with your program. So.
And your house, the way that it's set up to your pool, you have 3 doors
from
your house.
3 French doors, right?
Oh my gosh.
3 French doors from the bedroom, a living room, and another living room.
I know.
Kitchen.
I know. And
There's
now I got a little
access to that
and
pool.
now my little boy, 15 months, is walking and opening all of the doors because it's like that lever door.
The lever.
It's
handles.
super easy for them to
Super
just
easy.
let him out and let my dog Stella escape so many times throughout the week. We'll not get into that.
Yeah,
So.
luckily Stella's never gotten into the pond or anything. She's not interested in the water.
No, thank goodness. She just wants to run forever.
Same as my dog. But he's gone. But yeah, same thing. He was an escape artist.
I know. When Ashley
wanna
told me
take
about
off.
your story, I'm so sorry to hear that.
okay.
I bring it up to her all the time. I'm like, this is how Stella is going to go. Like,
I know. Like I couldn't keep him in.
Yeah.
Like he was just living free all the time.
Yeah, yours was a
their
great
best life.
Yes.
Pyrenees. Yeah, Angela's
Oh,
is
wow.
a little rat. I call Stella a rat. I love her.
She looks like a wiener dog, but with like not the
small,
long
but-
pointed nose.
Oh no.
She looks like a puppy too. She looks so
Oh my
innocent.
gosh, she's probably so stinking cute.
She is
Becky.
cute.
Yes, that is the only thing going for her right now. No, we love her. We really
We
do.
do.
It's hilarious.
We
We
love
do.
her, but I call her a rat.
Yeah.
She's a big rat.
Yeah. But I definitely met you obviously through swimming Emma and having those lessons. And once we saw this virtual online program, at least for me, I know Ashley was seeing your videos on all of your socials and whatnot, and we were talking about it. And we just thought you would be the perfect next guest for us because we are all about swim safety. And especially with both of our 15-month-olds, Ashley is, for our listeners, having your boy, Sam,
Yep.
her youngest, now go through the process of swim lessons with Becky because Ashley doesn't have a pool.
Correct.
And when I saw your virtual online program of how to help your child swim in 10 days,
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I'm going to try this.
Jumped at the chance.
I love it.
I love it too. So tell us about that, just how you got into, I guess,
The idea of launching and how you got to the virtual.
Okay, so originally when I first got trained, I was trained to get parents in the pool and teach them on lesson 10 how to actually swim with their kids at home so that they could do continued education. Well, once we got really, really busy and we got into the facility and we were having, I'd say there probably would be 600 lessons a week on average, and it was just insane. We would get all different types of people in the pool, and there's all different types of coordination skills and
Parenting
skills and panic about the water skills and anxiety, and just there was just so much to it that it was like I couldn't take care of them within the 10 minutes that I had, and I couldn't also take them for an hour because we had so many parents.
Yeah.
So I kind of was trying to figure out what to do with that. Well, then COVID hit, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all these kids that just started? Because when you start a swim program, kids naturally think that they're Olympic swimmers, even though they cry at swim lessons. Like they're naturally drawn to the water because they think they can swim. So that's why it's very important to finish the program and make sure you maintain skills moving forward. But anyways, going back to how this all came about, I created a small video that teaches parents how to swim with their kids at home after swim lessons at the facility. And I used that for about 4 years, but it was I used a GoPro, like I was really new to this stuff. You know, I'm still kind of new, but it was kind of like a janky video. But
You gotta
it
start
worked.
somewhere.
Yeah,
You
you
do.
gotta start somewhere, but it worked, and it gave parents an idea of what to do. And then next thing you know, I would have all these parents asking questions. What do we do with this? And what do we do with this? And I would tell them, text me if you have questions. And then I thought about this 2 years ago, like, hey, I think I'm going to teach parents online. So I wanted to do it, and then I had people say, no, you don't want to give all your tricks away. You know, you want people to come to you. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I didn't think too far into it because we had so many people and I was just crazy busy.
Yeah.
Well, then when these investors came in and shut us down at the facility last year, I was like, what am I going to do? You know, what am I going to do with my life? Like,
Yeah.
I had someone offer to help me build a facility, but it was going to be years out. So I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I thought about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to teach everyone how to teach their kids to swim because I can't reach everybody anymore like I used to. And this will give parents an option for refreshers or if they just want to teach their kids on their own. And then, oh my gosh, I can reach people in other states and people that are on vacation that need to give them their kids swim skills here. So it kind of just evolved. So first I started with the digital book, which to me is like, meh, compared to the videos. But it gives the basis of the process. Mm-hmm. And I started doing parenting videos, and this was all going on during winter, so I couldn't get in my pool with the baby. Mm-hmm. And then I did the parenting videos where I'm coaching through just me in my office and talking to the video. And then I got my heater in my pool in February, and then I did the video tutorials, and the rest is history. And I'm like trying to get everyone to teach their kids to swim, and now I want to make every mom a swim instructor so their kids can be great swimmers. So that's how it all evolved, but it's a lot.
We think it's genius.
Okay, thank you.
There are so many videos or like classes just from parenting perspectives that I see on social media all the time. There's some for sleeping, there's some for toddler tantrums, and so like why not one for swim? It makes perfect sense, especially in today's society of where we are with social media.
Yes.
And the digital age. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I had already started Sam, and like Angela pointed out, I don't have a pool.
Yeah.
And you know, I just like, it gets me out of the house. I like to leave the house, and Angela likes to stay home.
I feel like you like to come see me, okay?
I do.
She does.
I enjoy when you come see me too.
Because I told Angela too, when you were at the facility, I always got you, since I am a late riser. Everyone knows I'm a night owl, so I don't
Even
like
I
the
know
mornings.
this. You have to have a 12 to 3 o'clock spot anywhere from there.
I do not like the mornings. I loathe them. And in the facility, I was always after your lunch break, and so it was like only us coming in, and so I just like talked to you the whole time.
Yes,
and
I
Angela always went in the mornings, and she's like, I don't talk to her.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, she's always talking with her other swim instructors, so I haven't really gotten a chance to talk with you. But I mean, there's a reason we've been trying to get you to come play bunco with us. So.
Well, I will say too though, like when you came in the mornings, that time, and in the evenings, it's like one after the other. Yeah, we're either back to back to back, and if you get a few minutes behind as a swim instructor, you get really stressed out.
Yeah.
And then when you get 10 minutes behind and you're behind the whole lesson, you're really, really stressed out. So we're like, okay, next kid. Like,
I just feel like there was rarely ever another instructor
when
in
you
the
were
pool
there
with you.
It was always me, you, and just
someone.
Ace. Like, I feel like, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know if that...
And occasionally your husband.
Yeah. If he could show up, he came. But Ace, he was just such a natural when it came. He just loved the water.
Yes, and he really is.
I don't know if it was because of it just being good one-on-one time with no other people in the pool.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sam doesn't have people in the pool either, and he's completely different.
I know. If you would have started with Sam, it wouldn't have been the same maybe for Ace.
Maybe, I don't know.
But Ace is such a natural. He really is. He always has been.
He's a little fish, and if we had a pool, I would definitely probably be worried all the time. If he were missing, I would be trekking the water, number one thing.
Yes.
Which is a good rule of thumb for anybody out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd have all the alarm systems, all the locks, everything.
Yes.
Yep. And if your child goes missing, you always go to the pool first. Or a pond.
Or water.
Yeah.
Water
where there's water.
Great tip.
Yeah.
So bringing up that tip, are there any other tips that if there was one thing you'd want parents to know about swim safety in general, or like statistics?
Or like top 3. You know,
Yeah,
we know there's
3.
probably so much because this is your life.
Yeah. Like
so there is a lot
on it.
It's funny because me and Ariana did like a 10 water safety rules for kids and parents that I'm going to put on YouTube. It's kind of just, you know, random, but there's just so many rules that you need to talk about with your kids or just have. But drowning is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4. So I think that it's very important that parents are aware of water safety and not just pools like baths, their toilets, because next thing you know, you have a toddler playing in the water in the toilet, and then they're face down and they could get stuck, so
Yeah.
But I think of all the crazy things. I'm kind of psycho when it comes to it, and my kids know I am too.
Well, and you'd be hyper aware because you're good at your job, so you would know all.
It's a good
anything
thing to
that
be
could happen.
psycho about it.
Yeah, I know.
Literally
I'm
for their safety.
Sometimes I feel really extra crazy, but like I really am, because I just know how quick it can happen. And we're very kind of easygoing people too, other than that.
Oh, yeah,
so
you're
my
so
kids
chill.
know about making sure when they go outside to shut the doors. Like we have a regular door and a screen door. Before I had the baby, we kind of just left the doors open. Like my kids swam, and I didn't need to really pay attention to the pool because my kids were wonderful swimmers. They still are wonderful swimmers. But once I had the baby, I had to retrain them to make sure they kept the doors closed. Cash knows when he takes a bath with the baby, he starts draining the tub as we're getting out, which I'm there with the baby. But if I take the baby out of the bath, he drains it right after he gets out and closes the door. That way there's not a full tub open for a toddler to run into.
Yeah.
There's those things. But really, honestly, the biggest thing about water safety to me is just to get your kids swimming. I know that there's all types of alarms and all of these things, but the true prevention to me is if your kid can swim across the pool, they're fine. They're going to be able to save their life. I mean, obviously, a kid could get knocked out from running around the pool and fall in.
Yeah.
But the rarity of that is, it's so rare for something like that to happen.
Yeah,
Truthfully, kids drown because they don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like once they know how to swim, if an emergency happened and you ran somewhere and they fell in the pool, they could swim across the pool and get out,
Yeah.
Because you always think about that when you have 3 kids, you're near the pool, you hear another kid screaming. If you run to that and forget that the toddler's here, you want to make sure that they have the skills to save themselves. I mean, there's all types of other barriers and stuff that people should be cautious about.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with my algorithm. It might be because we were talking about having you on, or I'm also just hyper aware of everything, or maybe it's because Sam's at the age that he is.
Or we're just liking all of Becky's stuff.
But I am getting just like horror stories, and anything that I do see, it's not ever like a kid hits their head and falls in. Like it's usually lack of barriers, or unfortunately, I know a lot of kids with like special needs are drawn to water, and I'll see horror stories about kids, like if they get lost, they go and find a pond or a lake.
Yeah.
And the outcome is not good. And then like the bathtubs and the toilets. And I think I even told you, it's like something also you have to think about when you have a babysitter.
Yes. This is another thing that I do, but go ahead.
My babysitter, we love her, and she works at a daycare and everything. And I had to tell her, because Sam is loving the toilets.
Yes.
Like you need to keep them closed because he will reach in there and they are top heavy. And so he can fall in. And she was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought of that. But like new fear unlocked, all doors are closed.
Yes.
And it's just like one of those things. It's not even moms too, but anybody watching your kids, things you don't think about.
I know. Before even taking lessons with you, I remember Ashley being the one to educate me on toilets, kids being top heavy, and I do always hear her repeat that stat that you said of the top leading cause of death for children 1 through 4. Those are the 2 things that honestly have stuck with me for, I guess, 3 years now.
And it's the number one leading preventable death. So it's preventable. That's what's crazy. Is like they just need to learn to swim, truthfully. But there is obviously barriers like the toilet and stuff. Those are things that are preventable measures that we can take to make sure they don't fall in a toilet or they don't fall in a tub or
and it's just something you don't think about. But I have now I've seen Ace it's like one of those Ottoman square cube things that can have. So when he was, I don't even know how old, but 1, maybe 15 months, probably around the same age that Sam is. I have a video of him getting a ball and literally his head is stuck because his feet are off the ground and he starts crying. And I'm like, oh, are you stuck?
Yeah.
And I had to like run because I felt bad because I was recording him. But like, this is exactly how it happens with toilets.
Yes.
And the other day I had Ace in the bathtub with all the toys and I was getting Sam ready to get in with him. And Sam, just like top heavy, started going toward the tub.
Yeah.
Just falling toward into the water. And I was luckily able to catch him in time. But yeah, it's just those things you don't think about.
I know.
You don't.
And Those babies are curious little buggers.
They are little rascals.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but just to add on to that, one last thing. My boy, Zach, he is walking everywhere and just goes toward the pond. And I'm like,
nope.
And the listening stuff, I'm like, you gotta listen to me, boy.
Yes.
But because Emma is getting potty trained, we are always in the bathroom, and so he is very fascinated with the toilet as well. So it's just all the things that you're trying to prevent water play from a toilet and falling in. So.
Yeah.
So I love that tip, though. I think that resonates and speaks to so much. But on the opposite end, I guess, is there anything myths-wise that you've run into that just
you can debunk.
Is worth trying to debunk? I don't know.
Well, dry drowning is a myth. It's actually not even a medical term. There was
dry drowning? Can you explain this too?
So dry drowning is supposedly when a child is swimming. Supposedly they get water in their lungs at that moment, and then they drown hours
by walking
later
around,
or just like days later is what they say.
Okay.
I get this question asked all the time. I always tell parents, always speak with your pediatrician because they know medical advice more than I do. But really what it is it's pulmonary edema, and it's when you have like fluid in your lungs. But dry drowning is not a medical term, and it's actually something that experts say is so rare that they don't even research. Like if you were to dry drown, supposedly, or they call it secondary drowning too sometimes on social media, it's just from having fluid in your lungs. That can happen with an eighth of water from the tub.
Okay.
So it's something that's very like rare thing, and I think that's a question that gets asked a lot. It's kind of been more debunked over the years, but I would say in the last like 5 or 6 years ago, there was a big influencer that blew this up about dry drowning and kids supposedly drowning days after being at the pool, when in all reality they just had fluid in their lungs from possibly other situations they don't really know. So it doesn't.
I hadn't even thought about that. Like,
yeah, it's like it's a thing. I don't know, but. And I'm not an expert on it, so that's why I always tell parents, always go to your pediatrician if you want to ask and talk to someone about drowning, because actual drowning is the leading cause of death for children. So I would focus more on making sure your kids can be safe in the pool rather than something that's supposedly super, super rare.
Gotcha. I think this now makes sense why you are always saying, like, it's okay that your kid is drinking water in some of your videos. Because I'm like, because that fear never was even like,
yes.
oh, okay.
So, yeah, because when they're drinking water, it's just like if they're drinking water in the tub. Like, does your kid sit in the tub and just want to chug water out of the cup? Because my kid does. And it's ridiculous. I'm like, this is disgusting, Atlas. But I think all kids
dirty
do
water.
that.
Dirty water.
All
True
about
dirty
it,
water.
But we have now taught him to, like, if he actually wants a drink, to get it from the faucet.
Yes, yes. I would rather them close their mouth while swimming.
Right. Yeah.
But it happens, and it's nothing to be super stressed about.
I was going to say, Sam, we know.
Yeah.
But for our listeners, my boy Sam just hates the water with Becky. I don't know if it's just because she's doing her thing, teaching him, because he does know the stuff. Now that I have taken him in the pool on my own, he's happy with us. And he'll close his mouth underwater, but with you, while you're like either trying to test him or trying to float him and make him do the work, he isn't about it with you. And so he is just, his mouth is wide open and he's crying underwater with you and like totally drinking all the water. And he comes out and he burps and he's fine.
Yep.
And then he asks, for the animal crackers that you reward them with.
Oh, yes. Animal crackers.
You know what's funny? My boy, my 15-month-old, he is not a fan of animal crackers.
What?
I've tried giving him, I'm like, I think I got to give him fruit. Like,
you got to get the crispy ones or something. Are they soggy?
I don't know. No. Like, my girl Emma, all about it. She's like looking for the cookies afterwards. But my kids are very food, what's the word?
Driven.
Food driven, yes.
They love food.
Absolutely. But my boy, I'm like, I don't know why he doesn't like animal crackers. I got to figure that one out. But anyways, are there any other stats, I guess, that you typically are sharing outside of the number one preventable death? for kids. What was it that kids can drown in even just an inch of water?
Yep, they can drown in an inch of water. No one's drown proof. A thing that I tell a lot of my parents do, so I teach the swim, float, swim method. So our little ones learn how to actually swim and flip over and float for survival, like you guys know, but for the listeners. And I always tell parents, like, even though we do the safety test at the end where they flip over to float, in my experience, I would rather, if a child were to fall in the pool, to swim to the ledge and get out of the pool or swim across the pool, because it's safer. A float can go wrong at any moment. They can yell out and let out all their air, losing all their buoyancy, and that can make you drop quick in the water. So I always tell parents that you want the float to be a last resort. You want them swimming so good that if they do fall in the pool, to be able to turn to get the wall, swim across the pool and swim to safety. And then if they can't get there, then they flip over and float to breathe.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask about that too, because other swim programs teach the float, but they will teach the child to yell for help.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's also programs that only teach the floating.
So you're saying that they go down more because they're expelling their air. Mm-hmm. It makes sense while you're saying it, but yeah, I've seen that. I know that that's another way that people.
You know what's even crazier is when kids have a lot of air in their belly from testing, they float better. I swear. It's the craziest thing. Like,
yeah, you can tell, because you say all the time, I'll ask if Sam is fussy because maybe he is eating too close to the swim lesson or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can always say that. You can, like, feel if he's uncomfortable, and I'm like, I don't know what that, it feels like a belly to me.
Their bellies get really tight.
I know what it feels like because of her program.
And naturally, some kids' bellies get way bigger quicker. And some kids are completely fine with it, and then some, it just hurts their belly so quickly, so you have to really, like, slow down the process. But you can tell usually by their cry. Well, I don't know. I think moms can tell, too, like, when their kid kind of has a painful cry, or they're just crying because they're not happy about what they're doing.
I just let him in there with you, and he's crying with you, and I'm like, okay, well, you're learning to float, I guess.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
You would definitely know, though. He probably just doesn't have that much air when you're swimming with him by yourself, like with him, because it would be more obvious to you.
Okay.
Especially for Sam, because
his belly gets tight quick too, I think, right?
I've never swam with Sam, but I just know you would understand when he is in pain. Like, because I mean, the kid can't stand a poopy diaper for like 2 seconds, whereas mine will run around and be happy, whatever. And Sam is just he doesn't like anything uncomfortable.
He is a sensitive boy, and he is
you.
He is me.
He really is your boy. I say that with love.
I am the bodily sensitive type. I don't know why.
No, but so I wanted to bring up with the 10-day, how to teach my child to swim in 10 days.
Yes.
Does that program teach them to float at all?
It does not.
Okay, because I was like, I thought I perused everything. I haven't seen anything about floating.
Huh.
And I do remember, at least with Ace, when he began and I hadn't started swim lessons with Emma, I remember it was really important for you guys never to try and float Ace at home.
Yeah, Becky would scold me if I did.
Yes.
So I always knew that, and I never even asked. Like, I was never even going to try to float my girl, Emma, at home, whatever. But I was curious, and because of what you said, I mean, it makes complete sense. Teach your child to swim across the pool. That is number one, because floating is last resort. But is that something then that you'll eventually teach in a different course? Or
Yes, so I am working on that course. But the whole reasoning, how I created it, is parents obviously don't know what it's like to teach swim lessons. So I felt like it was best to teach them how to properly teach their kid how to swim first and get familiar with their hand placement, where to put their hands, how to move them in the water before trying to show them how to float a child. Because floating a child is harder than teaching a child to swim.
Honestly, it kind of gives me anxiety. Like, scares me a little bit because I'm like, I want to do it right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But the thing is, well, incorrect pickups that you can do with a float. Just like if you know in the course where I talked to you about positive pickups and positive reinforcements and stuff like that, with a float, it's harder to maintain the composure.
I see.
So, but I feel like the better a parent is able to handle their child in the water swimming with them, it'll be easier for them to then transition into teaching them to float rather than putting it all together in one and then just being completely overwhelmed and not having success.
I got it.
So I was thinking it would be best to do steps at a time.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was curious, and I hadn't even told Ashley about it because she doesn't even know really everything that's in the course. I haven't showed her yet. Yeah. But when I first heard or saw, I don't remember where it was, but I think I saw it on your socials because I follow you personally. Okay. And I was like, oh, online program. And sadly, I missed the launch period. I was like, my thought process, Becky. I was like, okay, I knew you launched it for the week and that you had 3 different tiers of if you were in the first 20. I was like, I definitely missed that by the time I saw that I could sign up. So it's like, okay, it's the launch period. She's going to do it for at least a week.
Oh, no. Which I feel like I did it for 4 days. I guess it's not a whole week.
It was such a short amount of time because I literally was like, okay, I need to bring this up with Jake and just make sure he's cool. Like, this is what I'm going to try and do with Emma and Zach. And anyway, I missed it. Whatever. It didn't matter because for our listeners, this is what I loved about it. It was still way more affordable than honestly going to you and doing all of the appointments and scheduling around nap time and
with 2 kids,
all of the stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is amazing. Ashley knows I'm a do-it-yourselfer anyway, in any way that I can. If I can teach myself how to do something, then I'm going to be confident to do it.
Also know that you never check your phone, and this is why you missed the 3-window period of an earlier sign-up.
I know. My emails are a mess ever since I am a stay-at-home mom.
That's great.
But anyway, I figured I would share a little bit of my experience because I know Ashley was saying, Becky was asking me how you're liking the program and all that stuff. And honestly, this is where I'm like, this is huge for everybody because it's so doable. So it freaked me out a little bit when I didn't really share this so much, but before even owning a house with a pool, water kind of gave me anxiety. People don't really know this. I only know this about myself because I lifeguarded or tried to lifeguard. Okay. Is lifeguarded a word? I don't even know.
Is lifeguarded a word?
Yes. We were lifeguards. I was a lifeguard as well.
So wait, you passed a lifeguarding test and
this is high school or college maybe?
So Angela had to have been a freshman in college. I was a sophomore in high school. Becky, I'm a sophomore in high school and I'm a lifeguard trying to save some lives. Like, no way. I was smaller than I am now. There's no way.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, it was a athletic center in our town back home, but so it wasn't like a water park.
Yeah, it was more than just being a lifeguard at a pool.
But yeah, I was just like, I look back at that and I'm like, what was I thinking? And how did I I don't even know.
I don't know how I passed the CPR certification test. It makes me...
I learned so many things though from it because I learned CPR. I still know some things from that. And then it's funny, anytime I go to like a resort now or a water park, if I see a lifeguard doing their scans, I'm like, all right.
I know
makes me happy.
I know this.
Yeah. It makes me happy. Way more confident if I see somebody else slacking. But like,
true.
Regardless, I understand why CPR certification is necessary for like recertification so that you remember because I have not been certified since, but I know when I worked, I usually am a person who loves my job. Yeah. But lifeguarding was the most stressful job I have ever had in my life, and I only did it for like 3 months.
And you did it part-time because you were
part-time
because you were at the golf course, whatever fun center thing too.
It was just the job outside of my initial call center grueling type of beginning career move. Lifeguarding was my least favorite job because I had anxiety and I was like, please, no one drown on my watch. I just thought it was so scary. Important. Yeah. Like
I mean, literally, lives are in your hand.
Yes. And that freaked me out. There were so many people in the pool.
So bad.
So anyway, fast forward.
Forward now.
To
I do
now.
not have my CPR certification. No.
Yes, to now, even without being CPR certified, saw your program. And it was on my mind of Ashley already has her boy in swim lessons. I don't have my boy, but we own a pool. And
your boy was walking.
yeah, but I had seen my 3-year-old girl kind of regress a little bit after the winter breaks from the pool. Mm-hmm. So I'd be like, do I really want to shell out hundreds of dollars for continuing maintenance when I'm like, I could just do this in my pool. Yeah. I just want to know how. Like, tell me the right way to do it. And then, like, and then you
so
like,
for the
literally.
listeners, though, too, like, my program is $530 altogether for the actual 4-week course, and then it's $120 a week, and then it's $190 for maintenance lessons. So that can add up over time when you're doing actual lessons. So this gives a really great option for people who either don't have the funds or have the ability to be able to do it by themselves or can't figure out a schedule or whatever the access. Another thing is that I dealt with a lot was like custody battles, like people going through divorces. I would have dads or moms that are like, they refuse to come to swim lessons, and then I would have to do custom schedules for them.
I don't get these types of things. Like,
but it's sad. Another thing was like military families going on deployment. I've had multiple military families, and they want to come and they try to get squeezed in, and then I don't have availability for a couple months. Well, now I have an option for them as well. So I think it's a just great option for so many families all over.
And honestly, the fact that I know there's a selfish reason of trying to keep what you know, your education, to your heart, and you being the one that everybody is coming to, but it is exhausting, and you don't get to reach everybody.
Yes.
So I'm so happy that you were like, no, let's share this with the world, expand our reach, let's do it. So I'm all for it.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, so I am currently on day 6 for both of my children.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm
impressed.
I'm staggering their nap times. I'm like, I'm swimming with you while he's sleeping. Swimming with you while she's sleeping.
Pumped. That is so awesome.
And what's super
Angela
cool
is very goal oriented. So if she's like, I'm gonna do this, she's gonna do it.
I love it.
Yeah. Shout out to our previous episode.
Talked all about goals.
All about goals.
I love it.
That concludes part 1 with Becky. Stay tuned for part 2 as we continue our conversation about all things swim. Since recording with her, we have officially become an affiliate partner with Safety First PD Aquatics. If you use our link to purchase her courses, we will get a small commission, but it doesn't affect the price you pay.
Your little ones deserve to be safe in the water, and you deserve less anxiety knowing they have these skills. We are so passionate about water safety and hear stories all the time. Find our affiliate link under our link tree on our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's also included in this episode's description. You can find Becky at Safety First PD Aquatics across all social platforms.
We'll see you next time.
Bye!